My love, I don't even know how to start saying this, because I know that once these words come out of my mouth, everything between us is going to feel different. You've been asking me questions lately. You've been trying to put together the missing pieces of my past, the parts I never fully explained. I've seen it in your eyes. You've been looking for the truth in the quiet spaces, in the things I didn't say. I've been carrying this in my chest for a long time, not because I wanted to lie to you, not because I wanted to hide anything from you, but because I was scared. Scared that if I told you everything, you would look at me differently. Scared that you would start to question yourself, or us, or what we have. So I need to tell you the truth now. The woman I married, she's the same woman you've been asking me about. She has been a part of my life for many years, long before you and I even knew the other existed. And no, baby, it's not a simple story. It's not a fairy tale. It's not a perfect love story that ended sadly. It's messy. It's painful. It's complicated in ways that are hard to explain. I know your heart probably dropped when you read that. I can almost feel the way your chest tightened, the way your mind started racing. You're probably wondering, was she the love of his life? Does he still love her? Has he been lying to me this whole time? Am I just a replacement? And I want to answer those questions clearly. No. No, baby. You are not living in her shadow. You are not my second choice. You are not here to fill her place. You are not a backup plan. But before you can really believe that, I know I have to tell you everything. I owe you that. You deserve more than my half-truths. You deserve more than my carefully chosen words. You deserve the full, honest story I've been too afraid to say out loud. When I married her, it wasn't because I was deeply in love. Not the way I am in love with you. There were no fireworks in my soul. There was no deep, peaceful feeling that I had found my person. It wasn't that kind of connection. It was timing. It was pressure. It was family expectations. It was fear of being alone. It was me trying to do what I thought was right, instead of what was true. Yes, we had history. We had years together. But that history was built on something weak. Something that never really felt like home. I used to tell myself, this is what I should do. This is what everyone expects. Maybe if I stay, real love will grow later. I tried to convince myself that love could be forced, that if I tried hard enough, my heart would eventually follow. But love like the love I feel for you doesn't just appear later. That kind of love is there from the beginning. It has a certain feeling, a certain safety, a certain depth. With her, it was never like that. There was always something missing. Something I couldn't name but couldn't ignore either. For years, I played my role. I smiled for photos. I went to family gatherings. I acted like everything was fine. On the outside, it probably looked okay. But inside, I felt empty. I felt like I was living someone else's life, saying lines from a script I never wanted to be part of. I stayed because it seemed easier than breaking everything apart. I stayed because I didn't want to disappoint everyone. I stayed because I was scared of starting over. But then, I met you. And for the first time, I understood what real love actually feels like. With you, I feel seen. With you, I feel safe. With you, I feel that deep soul connection I never had before. That's why I need you to hear this. My past is complicated, but my heart now belongs to you. Not halfway, not with doubt, fully. I'm not telling you this to hurt you. I'm telling you because you deserve the truth, all of it. And if we're going to build something real, it has to be built on honesty, even when the truth is heavy. Baby, I looked like a happy husband on the outside. I smiled. I did what was expected. But inside, I was empty. I was living next to someone. But I felt more alone than I had ever felt in my life. Every day felt the same. I was stuck in a routine that was slowly killing my spirit. The relationship didn't feed my heart. It didn't touch my soul. I was just existing. And then you came into my life. And everything started to change. I wasn't searching for you. I didn't plan for any of this. But the first time we talked, something happened inside me. The way you looked at me, it was different. It felt like you really saw me. Not the role I was playing. Not the mask I wore for everyone else. You saw me. In that moment, something inside me shifted. You woke up a part of me that I thought was gone forever. You made me laugh in a way I hadn't laughed in years. You made me feel safe enough to be honest, to say how I really felt. even if I didn't always have the courage to fully follow through. That's why this confession is so important, because you deserve to know the truth. My heart was never truly hers. It was just waiting for you. Baby, I know you're probably asking yourself, why didn't he tell me this sooner? Why did I have to find out through hints and small pieces instead of hearing it directly from him? The truth is simple. I was scared. I was scared you'd see me as the kind of man who plays with people's hearts. Scared you'd think you were just an escape from my problems. Scared you'd believe you were just a distraction from my marriage. But the reality is, my marriage was already over in every way that truly matters, long before you came into my life. What you and I have is real. It's the only thing that has felt real in a very long time. I'm telling you all of this now because I don't want to move forward with you while still hiding pieces of my past. I want you to see all of me, the good parts, the broken parts, and the messy truth in between. Yes, she has been in my life for many years, but she is not the one who owns my heart. She is not the one who owns my soul. You are. You are the one my soul chose. You always will be. And if I have to spend the rest of my life proving that to you, I will. When I say she's been in my life for years, I don't just mean physically. I mean her shadow stayed around, even after the light in our relationship went out. For so long, I was walking through life with this invisible weight tied to me. I didn't even fully understand how heavy it was until you came along and showed me what freedom feels like. You opened my eyes. You made me realize that what I called normal was not normal at all. It was just survival. And when you've been in survival mode for so long, love like yours feels almost unreal. It feels too good, too pure, too strong to trust at first. I used to think the hardest thing in life was letting go of someone you've loved for years. But now I know that sometimes the hardest thing is letting go of someone you're simply used to. Because comfort, even the empty kind, can trick you into staying. It can make you believe that, at least it's familiar means at least it's safe. And that's exactly what happened to me. I stayed in what was familiar, even though it was slowly breaking me, until you. Even after the light in our relationship went out. For so long, I was walking through life with this invisible weight tied to me. I didn't even fully understand how heavy it was until you came along and showed me what freedom feels like. You opened my eyes. You made me realize that what I called normal was not normal at all. It was just survival. And when you've been in survival mode for so long, love like yours feels almost unreal. It feels too good, too pure, too strong to trust at first. I used to think the hardest thing in life was letting go of someone you've loved for years. But now I know that sometimes the hardest thing is letting go of someone you're simply used to. Because comfort, even the empty kind, can trick you into staying. It can make you believe that, at least it's familiar means at least it's safe. And that's exactly what happened to me. I stayed in what was familiar, even though it was slowly breaking me, until you.